Well, we'd always like to base our offense, off the run game and get the play action game going off of that. So, Phillip's, as is Royce, also a big part of our playing every week.
You had a chance. Mark Schlereth stinks back from London. You had a chance to watch that game on the flight back. Another terrific game by Phillip Lindsay. Love watching him run the football. There's a fearlessness matched with a high IQ when he runs with the football. You've had some really good backs running behind you.
Mm-hmm.
What makes him so good and maybe so effective in what the Broncos are trying to do with this offense?
Well, I think you always have to understand, you have to really have a great understanding of blocking scheme. And, to be, in my opinion, to be really good at this, you have to have a great knowledge of what's going on up front. And so when you have that knowledge, it helps you with anticipation. When you see, hey, man, that guy is going to be forced, that guy's in a position to really shut down that reach block, I've got to be aware of where my problems are when I'm pressing the front side and where my potential cutbacks. Am I going to cut back one gap? Am I going to cut back two gaps? Am I going to cut back three gaps? So when you start seeing it that way and you start seeing the way the defense is set up and what gap control situation they're in, you have a better opportunity to really understand that stuff. And then when he sees it, man, that dude hits it at 100 miles an hour. And I love that aspect of him. Not afraid to put his nose in there, get himself the dirty yards, but has the speed that once he's there, he can, make a guy miss and he can reel off big runs. So he's just the entire package, if you will.
Next on the Morning Brew.
Here's Garoppolo back. Kittle throws over the middle. George Kittle, touchdown! San Francisco! You saw that right away.
49ers radio. What a beatdown on Monday Night Football. And to me, the story here is how karma is just coming back around in spades here with Baker Mayfield, who apparently did not wake up feeling dangerous yesterday because he got punked. He got run out of the building. And how about Nick Bosa? Most of these celebrations, sack dances are so lame. But what he did yesterday, the former Ohio State guy, doing his own impression of waving the flag and planting it in the ground, was absolutely beautiful.
He may have become my favorite player.
I love that.
He may have become my favorite player right in that moment. I did too. I love it. All the hype is real and you guys don't believe, and all the lists that Baker Mayfield has put together and the 18 million commercials he shot this offseason and all that stuff. I'm just glad the NFL is collectively taking a dump on his head.
Well, we talked about it. I said, hey, great. You guys are talking it. Now back it up, because you have painted one humongous bullseye on your back. All this for a franchise who hasn't done anything. And to see the league responding is just, it just puts a smile on my face.
Me too.
And by the way, did you hear what happened before the game?
Yeah, he wouldn't shake hands when they came out for the captain's coin toss or whatever.
And Richard Sherman, of all people, called him out and said, don't bring this college bleep out here. He said that the 49ers were already ready to go, but they were even more pumped up after that.
It just makes me happy.
What a clown show.
Makes me happy.
Freddie Kitchens just looks overwhelmed.
Oh, my gosh.
Vance Joseph is sitting back going, that's a train wreck.
He's like, that guy's not ready.
He's just not ready.
It's mind-boggling.
He's just not ready.
That's mind-boggling.
Next on the Morning Brew.
The right-hander kicks, delivers. Sims swings and drives one to deep center field. Way back goes Bellinger to the warning track, to the wall. It is done! Goodbye! Bang! Zoom goes Zimmerman!
Tell you what, playoff baseball it's off to a really good start. I don't know how much of a chance you had to follow it last week.
Zero. Wow, I never turned my TV on in my room in London.
Could you have seen? Were they showing the games at all? Could you have seen the games over there? I don't know.
The Thursday night game kicked off at like 1:00 in the morning, London time.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, it's just the whole time. So I never even turned my TV on. Never.
So your boy Max Scherzer,
Yeah.
gets it done, and the Dodgers have been pushed to the brink.
The Dodgers.
How funny would it be if the Dodgers, after yet another dominating regular season,
I hope.
fell apart in the playoffs, didn't even make it back to the World Series for the third straight time?
How about Scherzer just on short rest coming out and shoving? That dude is a stud.
I just love it when they pan close and those different colored eyes of his. It's just like, I'm looking at him going, wow. I'm mesmerized.
Yeah.
I'm lost in your eyes. I'm lost in your multicolored eyes.
That's right. There's a term for that. I don't know what it's. There's a legitimate scientific term for when you have two different colored eyes, like freak show or something like that.
Yeah,
it's really
called
scientific.
Freak show-itis. Next on the Morning Brew.
It's good to have high expectations. We certainly rather have high expectations than low expectations, and I think it's a tribute to the guys that have been here the last couple of years and the progress that we've made as a team. And the league has taken notice that we have some young stars and we've got a good group of players here. And now with the additions, that we should try and take a step forward. We're going to focus on the process, our habits, and the way we play. And we feel like if we do that on a daily basis, then the results will take care of themselves.
Avalanche coach Jared Bednar on the Fan yesterday. I was sitting in with D-Mac on the drive for an hour, and he and I had a chance to talk to the coach and really enjoyed our 10-minute conversation. It's as good as I've ever heard the coach on the radio. And I loved what he said. He said, hey, we don't shy away from these expectations. There's a real sense there, Mark, that this young core, which has been around here for a long time and has grown up together, now supported, augmented by some of these veterans that they've brought in. This is the team that legitimately believes they can win it all.
Now it's about time. The organization. But here's the thing. We saw these great expectations for the Rockies,
yes,
and
we did.
saw them fold their tents.
Yep.
There's great expectations in this town for the Avalanche, and there's great expectations in this town for the Nuggets. And I just sincerely believe that we're going to see a much better response from both the Avalanche and the Nuggets than obviously we did from the Rockies.
Well, the big difference is that the Rockies, over the last couple of years, never won a playoff series. At least those teams know what it's like to win a playoff series.
Well, now they won a
playoff game.
Okay, series. Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about a series.
All right.
Not
I'll give you
game.
that. All right,
Series.
I'll give you that. That's fair.
DeHuff sent me a note here. Says that when you have two different colored eyes, it's called central heterochromia.
Huh?
Central heterochromia.
It's science.
It's science.
Mm-hmm. Good old.
Two different eye colors.
Two different eye colors. Heterochromia?
Heterochromia. Central heterochromia. There you go. You are now much smarter than when you first woke up. You're welcome.